This is the international hub for US offshore wind market development. We have developers, major OEMs and contractors coming from all over the world to network and do business and basically share in the growth of the US offshore wind industry.
I think there's some political risks still in play, licensing, getting an environmental assessment through, and I think where there's no infrastructure, that's the biggest challenges.
This was a very European-centric conference. This was, I think, one of the best information conferences for folks coming in from overseas to really see the players here in the US. The cross-pollination between us that know local politics and how we get things done here in the US in sort of a unique market mechanism base. Compared to the Europeans that really have had, I would say, the advantage of having really long-term stable policy and are just right down to the nuts and bolts of how you build these things.
Our business plan is to develop this first project, prove the technology. We have a very innovative foundation that can significantly lower costs with the suction bucket.
Our business plan is probably very similar to a lot of Europeans, which is we are watching all of the markets carefully and trying to figure out the time to jump in. So our goal is essentially to be affiliated with one of the large developers from Europe within a year or two. For 2020, we will have contracts for turbines, contracts for foundation fabrication, and we'd be looking forward to really a massive amount of construction in the water the following summer or two. I would say that it is most likely in the sort of Massachusetts, Rhode Island waters. I think New York is going to play the role that Germany has, which it's going to take more time to get organized, and it's going to come on roaringly big a few years later.
Being able to get close to what the leaders that have been here at this conference have talked about is getting prices close to 10 cents, 11 cents, somewhere in that place where we can be competitive in the market. Certainly foundations that can be installed in a day and that don't require hammers and pile driving.
If it's shallow waters, you will have the monopiles. When it gets further out and the VTGs are getting bigger, when we come to that point, then for sure it's going to be the jacket structures.
This event is really cool because there's a lot of interaction between the European experienced people as well as all of us Americans who are trying to make this a reality.
What I've really appreciated is the vitality that you guys have brought to this conference. This has been a very fluid method of really exchanging points of view.